On the 12th of June 2023, Reddit will die. Reddit shot itself in the foot after making the decision to charge their developers in order to use their APIs. Now, this was a big mistake, since many Reddit users use third-party apps, such as Apollo, to access content in a more convenient way. After this decision was made public, the founders of Apollo came out publicly and announced they will be permanently shutting down, since the amount of money Reddit would be charging per month for this API is immensely high. Unfortunately, Reddit went from a regular forum with great structure that people use to share opinions on, discuss topics, and generally visit to find and interact with like-minded communities to a corporate money-making machine. A user on Kbin said it best. It used to be a regular forum for people to post and discuss. It was special because of the upvote/downvote karma system. The user count got money-hungry people's attention. It went corporate and it became a place to take in revenue. Now people have learned from it and used it to create their own forums based on the structure of Reddit. The thing that made Reddit special was it was everything you wanted all in one place. Instead of having multiple forums on multiple different websites for multiple different interests, it was all on Reddit. Now we have the Fediverse. It's multiple different websites that follow the same principles and they all work harmoniously with one another. Just like nature finds a way, genuine humanity finds way too, even on the internet. Consequently, thousands of subreddits decided to protest against Reddit by blacking out their channels and halting members of the subreddit from posting or interacting in any way, which basically leads to a huge dip in activity on the Reddit app. This has huge negative implications on Reddit's valuation, as they're planning to go public at the end of 2023. We can all assume that if Reddit does not backtrack and choose not to go through with their decision, it will become a digital ghost town for the rest of history. Many of the 430 million monthly users will turn to alternatives that will provide the same services that Reddit provided, but now for free. Welcome back to Alternative, where we'll showcase two different alternatives to Reddit that could potentially provide the same services and maybe in an even better way. Firstly, if we want to know the perfect alternatives to Reddit, let's figure out what makes Reddit so unique. Reddit's distinguishing features can be broken down into 6 different components: community, voting, comments, identity, karma, and subcultures. These 6 things are what make Reddit feel like home to millions of users. In order to make users go to an alternative site and have it replace Reddit, it needs to at least excel in some of these components. Therefore, we chose 2 alternative platforms that may not fully be the exact replica you're looking for. However, it will make sure to provide a very similar experience to what you get on Reddit. And of course, we'll rank each alternative using the components that Reddit takes pride in. Kicking off our list is 4chan. I mean Lemmy. Lemmy is an open source federated forum platform that many are using to replace Reddit. Now Lemmy is made up of a federation of servers that act like communities, creating one big Fediverse. The website has a very similar function to Reddit. Users can post text posts, links, pictures, videos, and of course, under each post, you have a discussion format that's threaded and is used for comments, similar to Reddit comments. The voting system in Lemmy is not too different to Reddit. You can upvote a post in order to push it up in ranking. It's very simple. The sorting system does an impressive job filtering results to a user's inquiry. You can filter results to hot, active, most comments, new comments, and of course, top of the day, week, month, year, and all time. All the classics that users love to use on Reddit. Another very impressive feature that Lemmy allows you to do is the ability to interact on a cross-platform basis. This means that you're able to interact with posts from another Fediverse, such as Mastodon, without having to make an account on their platform. This allows for a bigger sense of community and a much more interactive user behavior. When it comes to identity and karma, there isn't really much that Lemmy presents. Reddit gives users a great customizable experience, especially when it comes to their own profile, such as avatars and so on. However, Lemmy lacks in that department, as their focus is more on the functionality of the site rather than the miscellaneous aspects. And the absence of karma has proven to be a good thing until now, as the presence of spam and trolling is not as appealing when it comes to Reddit. Lemmy users have been vocal about not wanting a system such as karma implemented, as it leads to the commercialization of the site. And finally, when it comes to subcultures, Lemmy does a good job with providing moderators the right tools to moderate and display their rules and guidelines in order to keep a safe and topic-friendly culture within every server. Overall, it's a good replacement for Redditors. It provides the essentials in a very minimalistic and user-friendly way. Additionally, there is one good thing that it does better than Reddit, and that is how much better the user interface on mobile is than Reddit's. Here are the ratings for Lemmy. The next Reddit alternative is Kbin. It's basically Reddit with its old-fashioned UI. Of course, the number of users is not as big as it is on Reddit, however, it's still very similar to it. Users enjoy a very simplistic and easily navigable interface. The difference to Reddit is not too apparent either. The terminology used by Kbin varies to what we're used to on Reddit. For example, posts are called threads, users are called people, and subreddits are called magazines. /Kbin is also within the Fediverse, which also allows it to communicate with other community forums. This compensates for the smaller number of users on each of these alternatives and gives them an edge over similar-sized forums when it comes to the community factor. Kbin's voting and commenting system is very simplistic and similar to other forums. Users make use of both an up and down vote button, and also comments are threaded very minimalistically. Yeah, there's not much to it than that. On the other hand, /Kbin lacks heavily in the identity department. Users have very limited personalization features, and the interface for some reason does not show users' profile pictures on threads, but you have to enter the profile to do so. The limitations definitely take some of the fun out of the experience and pushes you to maybe use other platforms that provide a more customizable experience on the Fediverse. Lastly comes the Karma aspect. Karma seems to be unique to Reddit. Not many other forums adapted the Karma system. That may be due to many reasons. However, the main one that stands out to most people is that due to the large number of users that are on Reddit, spammers and bots are many as well. Therefore, Karma partly eliminates chunks of botted posts. On the other hand, other forums that are less popular than Reddit haven't yet reached the need to implement a similar system, which consequently enables new users to easily join and interact with new communities without having to farm Karma before doing so. When Fediverse users were asked if they fancied the addition of Karma to Lemmy, they replied with, "Nope, it's fine the way it is right now. If it's on the front page, good. If not, people have got to earn their upvotes." Karma whoring makes it a competition for everyone. Everyone will be out for themselves and it will turn into Reddit. That's a hard no from me too. Upvotes and downvotes exist to filter bad content. Anything that tracks points per user will just lead to toxic Karma whoring and bots, as demonstrated by Reddit. The Karma is good here without Karma. I came here for karmic relief. I think you can all see why now Fediverse forums will be very attractive to migrating Reddit users. Here are the ratings for Kbin. Overall, Reddit is clearly taking hard damage after their decision. And another that weakens Reddit as a whole forum is the culture around it. It has become a toxicity hub when compared to smaller forums. Users are furiously vocal about their disappointment in Reddit, and are now also vocal in expressing their love for the website. A Lemmy user expressed their newfound love to the less toxic atmosphere of Lemmy and similar Fediverse forums by saying, "I ended up hearing about Lemmy while browsing today, and I deleted my account just now. I saw probably a couple dozen posts at most. It seems kind of slow here, but you know what I didn't see at all? People fighting, calling each other names, insulting each other. I saw debates and arguments, but I straight up didn't see the same kind of debates and arguments that I saw on Reddit. On Reddit, I could probably go 3 or 4 posts without that happening, but even posts of 12 comments will always have rude jerks on them. It's so wonderful to see people online just talking to each other. And while I see people swearing, I did it myself in this post, I really just haven't seen it directed at any other users on here. On Reddit, it seems like there's such a big culture of it. If you're going to insult somebody, you go for the deepest cut insult possible. On here, I just haven't seen that.